don't really know anything. I mean, I know it's there, but I haven't seen it, so...
Do you know the man who died?
Not really.
So you knew him a little?
No. I didn't know him at all.
How long's he been there?
I don't know, really long.
What happened?
I don't know.
Thanks, that was fucking useless!
Uh-huh.
That was exactly as useful as I expected it to be. Hey, fuck off.
Looking for something on...
This fucker still has his sandwich.
Officer, the mere sight of police in Martinez makes me feel safer already. How can I help you?
That makes me trust you less. Yeah. We actually came across the whole like ball versus bull thing earlier. Cause I was trying to play pétanque with these elderly gentlemen, but didn't really know how. So I grabbed one of these fucking balls and shot putted it into the sea. They didn't like that.
Sure, officer. They are the good guys around here. What do you need? Thank you,
There's
officer.
nothing new here. It was a fucking outstanding throw, by the way. Or... Child.
Hi, Ace Detective. Are you here for more books?
Let's try it. Suggestion down. Suggestion up. Well, that looks like shit. But that's not the point.
Hi.
Oh
Ace
yeah, we
Detective.
absolutely went behind the
Are you here
curtain.
for more books?
Here we go.
Because you know
Hey.
each other. She's been talking to you so openly because you've talked before.
Hey, you know me? Have we met before?
Yes, I used to stand out there all the time before Mother told me to focus on my homework. You've been running around all week without your shirt on, sir, telling people about being a star or something. I don't really understand who those stars are.
Okay, that's probably fine. Did I talk to you?
Of course, you stopped by a few times. You certainly look better than the last time I saw you.
I'm trying.
Yeah, I can see. You don't have party eyes anymore.
Please tell me what that is. Do tell.
You know, like a cat in the dark, all big and wide-eyed. It certainly looks odd on a man.
Okay.
The swiveling eyes of a loony drug addict. That is what she meant. You were probably gurning too. Good thing she didn't say party eyes loud. Her mother's nearby.
Uh-huh.
Fuck yeah. You
No.
should get some party eyes right now. Snap those sequins on you, boy.
Does that mean I've been partaking in narcotics?
Oh, baby, that's not what you have to worry about. Worry about the important thing.
Why didn't you tell me you knew me to begin with?
I didn't know I had to do that.
That's fair. Thanks. I've learned something about myself today.
I'm glad I could help you, sir.
Okay, bye. That was worth it, and this jacket sucks.
What have you found? And also, do buy the books. There may be teachings in them.
I have questions.
Okay, but please, only a few questions. You wouldn't want to disturb the spirits.
How does the curse manifest itself?
The curse is so much worse than you could imagine. It's a disease, eating at the very foundation. It's the curse of financial distress, of ruin and bankruptcy.
I think I've been through this before. Did I mention financial
It's
troubles?
not just that, officer. We're dealing with something supernatural here. It's the cacodemons feeding off bad business practices and disappointing income statements. There's something wrong with this building, I can tell you. Ever since I arrived, I've sensed an eerie lingering presence, as if I was unwanted here.
You know what? I have other questions.
Aloof.
And by that, I mean I don't want to talk to you anymore. Yeah, we broke down the door, by the way. Physical instrument, let's fucking go.
The barbell waits patiently on the floor, like a dog for its master.
Nah. We've already conquered this particular instrument. God, it is so hard to navigate some of these. Oh, right! Yeah, now we actually need the... Yeah, that's helpful. Just something about a fireplace in here. Oh, I didn't go up here before.
An iron safety curtain curves before your eyes, folded like a bellows. It covers half the room, blocking the way into a colossal industrial chimney. This must be where the entity lives.
Perfect! That's what I was looking for. Knock, knock.
What an odd thing to do. Nothing happens.
Do it again.
Still nothing. No one's home.
More!
Those curtains prove to be surprisingly sturdy. Your fist hurts now.
I don't know what I expected.
There must be another way to wake up whoever is in there. Maybe you should try yelling into the furnace downstairs.
I love that physical instrument is like, stop doing the physical thing, you're hurting yourself. Yeah, we already did all this stuff with this, like, fucking satellite Morse code D&D game.
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black.
Hello!
Something breaks loose in you, A mighty bellow echoes throughout the chimney's depths. The chatter of tiny voices above suddenly cease. Then,
Hello?
I summon the ghost of the doomed commercial area. Answer me, spirit!
Hello? Did you say anything? I can't hear you. Please come upstairs. There's a safety curtain on the second floor. I'll open it.
you hear a low rumble upstairs. The sound of a curtain being pulled aside.
Hell yeah! Success! That's the sound of success. Yeah, suddenly the... Oh, hey. Suddenly the heat death thing doesn't seem like such a novel setting. Oh. Oh, are you still working on it?
Hello, I'm Nia.
Oh. Hi. Sorry about shining the flashlight into your face, but there's not really much I can do about it now.
Did you try knocking on my window? I must have missed you. I've been listening to my Milius.
Mm-hmm.
So what kind of dye are you looking for?
Hold on, I have many other questions that are not related to that. What's the milius?
Yes, a Milius is like a call-in station. You need a two-way radio to access one. That's why I have these.
Oh.
Mostly, they just teach you to swear in different languages. But some of the stations can be quite interesting. I was so absorbed, I must have missed you knocking.
I did not ask you... I did not knock on your window.
Then how did you get inside? By the south entrance? You know what? It doesn't even matter. What matters is that you're finally here. Let's talk dice. Did you have something specific in mind?
Why are you asking about dice?
I'm a novelty dice maker.
Says
Tell
the
me
novelty
name
dice
of your
maker.
role-playing system and I'll make the die you need. That's why you're here, yes?
As she speaks, her bone-like fingers fiddle with a ring. Her bones light, but her hands strong. Role-playing games? You know the one made by Fortress Accident. Does that count?
Sure, I like dice.
Very good. My rate is 10 real per set, unless you want something really unusual. Take a look around and see if there's any particular stone you want to use.
How did you become a dice maker?
How did I become one? It was a business decision. I was a regular jeweler at first, but that's an unfocused field with too much competition.
Uh-huh.
Some of my friends were role players. They asked me to make some polyhedral dice out of cobalt. That was my first order. I grew it from there.
Do you also play?
Not especially. I like working with rare materials and a steady pay. And role players as customers? They're nice people.
Facts. What do you know about the man who's lynched behind the whirling in rags?
Nothing really. I didn't know him.
But you're overlooking the courtyard. You didn't see or hear anything Sunday?
I'm sorry, detective, but as you know, I usually have my headphones on when I'm working. It shuts out most of the daily ruckus behind my window.
You know, that's fair. What daily ruckus?
Well, there's always something going on in the whirling's backyard. During daytime, there are usually those kids. And lately, I've been seeing a lot of drunk workers hanging about. Must be because of the strike.
Mm-hmm.
But I never saw anyone during that fateful Sunday night, I'm afraid.
Do you often work Sunday nights?
It's an odd profession, making dice for people. But I like it. and I prefer doing this to sitting at home.
It is a cool job. So you never looked out the window at all?
I might have, but in this case, all I would have seen is my own reflection staring back from the darkness.
Okay.
It's really hard to make anything out in the yard when it's dark outside. Besides, I rarely get up to look out the window when I'm in the zone.
I can relate.
This person values focus above all. She keeps her sharp sight on the instruments before her.
All right, thanks.
She nods.
Anything else, officer?
I will totally buy some dice.
Of course. Tell me what you have in mind.
What's your most extraordinary die?
A star that fell from the firmament? Those cost more than 7 real. Are you sure?
I am a superstar. Superstars don't care about money.
Yes, you definitely have the proper attitude. How about a pair of 100-sided dice, made of ivory and inlaid with lodestone, a naturally occurring magnet, to complement your magnetic personality?
All right, you kind of lost me at ivory. That shit's not okay.
10 real, and I can get these ready in 8 hours.
Do magnetic dice even roll properly?
It's true, magnetic dice are definitely different. When rolled together, the magnetic fields of the pips interact with each other to push and pull on each other as they're rolled, just like all magnetic personalities do.
I need to think about it. I don't know
Maybe
about
you have
ivory.
some other ideas for dice?
Do you have any cursed dice?
What do you mean by cursed?
Cursed like this. Abracadabra, perish like this world. Cursed like the commercial area.
Alright, how about I surprise you? Come back in 8 hours with 7 real, and I'll give you your cursed die.
That sounds like a threat. No, I want to hear about the other
Maybe
ones.
you have some other ideas for dice?
I don't know what die I want.
How about an amber die?
That sounds cool.
Who told you amber was cheap? It's beautiful, really, and has been treasured since the ancient times.
It really is not that much cheaper.
For 7 real, I'll craft you a 13-sided die from piece of amber with a fossilized insect. It's perfect for those who can't seem to let go of their past.
That's dope as shit! These are dirt cheap for how cool these concepts are. That does sound like
I
me.
had a feeling.
Yo, I kind of want that one. That's super cool. But we're gonna.
Maybe you have some other ideas for dice?
Well, what'll help? Something that'll help with work.
I think I have just the right one for you.
Two polyhedrons, red and blue, are created in her palm. I don't get it.
You're a police officer, right? Here, catch. They're a gift from me.
Oh god. Oh god, this is a red check! Red check! Red check warning!
Mr. Smooth
We got it.
moves. You snatch the dice out of the air with one hand, just like you're in a movie.
The wink might make her uncomfortable. Just say nothing. Be casual about it.
What are the odds? The red one is made of bloodstone with a lapis lazuli inlay, and the blue one is the inverse. Think of them as your lucky charm, officer.
That's really cool.
She smiled at you. She smiled. You truly are Mr. Smooth Moves.
Calm down.
You definitely need luck in Martinez. Was there anything else?
Well, that one, she just gave that one for free. Hey, where is this place?
We're inside the chimney of an old central furnace. It's strange, I know.
What is this place?
Literally.
But when I arrived here, all the other rooms were taken, so I had to build myself a makeshift home. Besides, I don't really have to pay any rent here, so that's a plus.
Big plus.
When she arrived here, there was no room anywhere else. She must have known the other businesses.
Thanks, reaction speed. Or this place is cursed. You know people call it the doomed commercial area?
I've heard the stories, but I don't think those stories are true.
Then what happened to all the other companies? How do you explain that?
It's just capitalism.
That's
We only hear
true.
about tales of success, so it's often surprising to realize how many ventures actually fail.
Facts. Facts. Straight facts. Spittin'. Yeah, so Healing Crystals downstairs thinks that it's malicious energies.
Plaisance, the bookshop lady? I've heard that her business is doing rather well. Have the energies spared her somehow?
It's not doing that well. There's hardly any customers. She has to exploit her own daughter to keep the company going.
Oh, right. But it's not just the bookstore that's still up and running. What about the whirling in rags? Some people say it's part of the building complex.
The whirling isn't doing well either. Its waitress just took off and the customers have trouble paying bills. Hold on, it's really part of it?
You could say so. Both houses were built at the same time and under the east of the Commerce Central project.
You know what? It really doesn't look cursed. Well, I mean, except for the dead body.
And then there is me. I've been here for 14 years, selling novelty dice to role-playing enthusiasts. Not exactly a million-real business idea, yet somehow I've survived despite the talk of malicious energies. Strange, isn't it?
Almost like that's all bullshit.
It's because she's in cahoots with the demons.
Half-Light, please! Yeah, there's a lot of inconsistencies in this curse.
I was just about to ask, what do you think? Do you think the curse is real?
Fuck no!
The jig is up. The she-demon knows you've uncovered her true identity.
There is no curse, only business decisions and natural market fluctuations. And just complete, inescapable late capitalism decay.
Exactly. Truth is always so disappointingly mundane and boring.
Somewhere, miles and miles away from here, Kim Kitsuragi gets a warm feeling inside and nods sagely.
But I'm glad we got this sorted out. Anything else I can help you with today?
Do you know what happened to everybody else?
More or less. Are you interested in anyone specific?
Rats scuttle in the dark rooms, under the abandoned blow dryers and dusty mannequins. Cobwebs cover rotors and radio computers alike. So much failure.
What happened to the gym?
It wasn't merely a gym. It was
Oh, there's
Ultimate
so much here.
Kickboxing Club, a community project created to steer at-risk youth away from drugs and crime.
Who's Armitep? Artemitep.
A kind man from Zemsk. I heard he had some trouble with the law when he was younger, and that's why he wanted to start the gym, as his way of giving back.
Kuno could really use something.
Kuno. Who's Kuno?
He's a little ginger gremlin who likes to defile dead bodies.
Oh, you mean the kid with the sailor's mask?
That's the one.
Yes, I've heard him yelling profanities in the backyard. I think it would take more than a gym to help that kid.
Yeah, that's Yeah. Yeah, judging from the kids I've met, it doesn't really work.
It didn't. If anything, it made the youth situation in Martinez even worse. At some point, someone started a rumor that the punching bag downstairs was full of amphetamines.
Yeah, that tracks.
You should have known it.
Eventually, the coalition took away the funding and the club went bankrupt. This was a few years ago. It's gotten much more peaceful around the plaza ever since.
What's up with the hair salon?
Yes, I think it was called Androgynous Orlando or something similar. They weren't a big hit around here. Turns out that working class men don't like genderless haircuts. They're scared of that word.
Fucking cowards.
You wouldn't like it either. The others would laugh at you.
Who gives a fuck?
It's not about the haircut. It's about the confidence.
What's wrong with a bit of experimenting? Customers should be more open-minded.
I guess it just wasn't the time yet.
What's up with the broken windows?
Oh, this one's a mess. There used to be a company that promised to repair windows 24 hours a day. What could go wrong with this one, right?
Yeah, that seems like too tall an order here.
Turns out, the business was actually set up as a front for an illicit group that was producing snuff milias. Who would have guessed?
I had opinions on where that was going, and that was not one of those places.
And they never cleaned up the debris either. Now it's just littering the hallway and I have no idea how to get rid of it on my own.
Is this what it sounds like?
It's a Sub-Rosa radio station that broadcasts real
It
murders
is!
with real victims.
It
Some
is!
people pay good money to get off on it.
Okay. It's exactly what it sounded like. On the radio? Fuck. Like, you could fake it on the radio.
What does she mean to get off on it?
Electrochemistry of all of my synapse impulses. Wait, people do that?
People do that. I believe the ICP got them. They have a special division that deals exclusively with services.
I can't! Oh, I needed a minute. Oh, fucking snuff milieus, how do they work? Oh, okay. Yep. Sure.
In any case, I don't think it's your job to worry about what happens on the media.
It sure the fuck it. Well, it might be.
Things like that are better forgotten.
Someone make stuffed animals?
You mean Mr. Fabron, the taxidermist? No, he mostly just did drugs.
Yeah, alright. Electrochemistry. Behave.
But what drugs exactly?
I need to know for the police report.
He got high on some weird taxidermy chemicals. I wouldn't recommend it to anyone. Eventually, they caused him to lose control of his bladder. The smell was awful.
Even you can probably do better than that.
You know it's bad what electrochemistry is like. Don't fuck with that shit. That shit sounds bad. I found creepy mannequins.
There used to be a fashion atelier here, but I have forgotten the head designer's name. They were doing well for a couple of years, until the insect rights activists came.
I'm sorry, the what now?
Yeah, the atelier didn't know it either. They produced a certain collection that used chitin among the materials. Apparently chitin is made in the Occident, where it's extracted from beetle wings.
Huh. I mean, I guess... Like, I guess at a certain level, like, PETA would be down to mess with that.
And you know how all kinds of political movements are big in the Occident. The activists shut down the biggest chitin supplier, which of course caused the price to skyrocket. And, naturally, all the most fashionable tastemakers refused to be seen in chitin from then on. The atelier went bankrupt before they could finish the collection.
I'm glad someone took care of the little guys.
Really? Anyway.
Yeah, fair. What's with the rotor blades and skis?
They were made by a company called Slipstream.
Yeah, that place!
After they pivoted from making rotor blades to skis, their chief executive took off on a vacation with all their money.
Yeah. So she wasn't lying. Like, what happened to all the businesses in the doomed commercial area? Literally capitalism. Capitalism times like all of them.
Honestly, I think it's quite funny. I think he's still sending out holiday transmissions from Tulula or Tiumotiri or Hashtkor or wherever he is.
Oh god! What do the transmissions say? Are they... Is it the one I was listening to? I bet it's the one I was listening to.
The usual, I imagine. That he's been thinking up all kinds of new business plans and can't wait to get started on them just as soon as he returns.
Oh no, it's not that at all. It's just actual scamming. Okay.
But Slipstream is history now. All their remaining assets got seized by the bailiffs in 47. I have no idea why those keys and blades are still lying around in the house.
Maybe you could make a sword out of one. No, wait, forget it. It would take too long.
No, wait. Circle back to that. Pursue that thought. Let me internalize it. I'll free up a slot for it. Not really. Punch Girl doesn't need it. I found a strange machine.
Fortress Accident, the radio game studio.
Yeah, I bet you made a bunch of dice for them.
They were an interesting bunch. We talked about role-playing systems every now and then. Once, I even saw two of them get into fisticuffs over Wirral. They certainly took their work very seriously, even if they seemed to be chronically liberal with their schedules.
Oh, you know, scope creep, missing deadlines, producers not being able to, keep people on task.
The usual. They ran out of money and couldn't get the project done on time.
Yeah. What went wrong?
Well, I did hear them talking at times. They seemed to believe they were historical individuals on some grand quest.
I mean, the scale of the project was incredible.
Yes, but when the money started to run out, they just began to complain a lot about capitalism. You know, how the markets are rigged to keep out new businesses and so on.
Yeah.
In the end, they just didn't get it done. They didn't have enough willpower to produce something truly historic, and to show up to work on time.
Showing up to work on time is hard. No, scratch that. Showing up to work at all is difficult, especially if you've been drinking.
Let's not pass judgment here. The project looked great. I would have supported it.
Not the wisest decision. You would have lost all your savings.
Well, luckily, that's fucking $25, so...
The result is 1 on a 20-sided die.
It's symbolic.
Anything else?
There was a big-ass taxidermied bear in the cellar, and it was attached to a refrigerator.
Oh boy, the fabled Revo Show ICT. You're in for a treat here.
I can't wait. I don't know, Mal, but earlier I failed an encyclopedia check, and as a result, I didn't know what a billion meant. I had to literally respond, what the fuck is a billion? So... interpretation is wide open to what that would have been.
The place was owned by two guys who had some rather innovative ideas about marketing. The bear was one of them. Now ask me about their other ideas.
I will ask you about the other ideas.
There was really just one. And it involved picking out the prettiest girls in the neighborhood and paying them 20 cents per hour to man the booth.
Okay, while a transparently scummy idea, from a marketing perspective, it's not strictly bad.
And by man the booth, I mean slump behind the counter with a face that could maim you if you ever dared to disturb their bored magazine browsing.
Well, okay, yeah.
Fritte does the same thing.
They do! I was just thinking that. I know a girl just like... 20 cents an hour is dog's pay. I'm surprised they showed up to work at all.
Oh, but they did. They did show up to work, and not alone. There were also acne-ridden girlfriends and gorilla-like boyfriends loitering near the ice cream stand.
Oh, yeah, that would be a thing.
And they already had the bear.
What about the bear?
The bear.
What? Tell me about the bear!
Of course not. The bear was terrifying. No one wants ice cream guarded by a hostile apex predator.
You don't
To
know
make
that!
matters worse, the fridge didn't work too well either, and half the ice cream came out malformed and partially melted.
Boy, I'm sure glad we didn't stash a body in there. That would have... thank you for telling me that. Crisis averted.
Eventually, Ravishaw ICT lost the price war to its rival, Class A 5000. Class A 5000 sold caramel sundaes for only 5 cents a piece, out of regular fridges.
I killed the bear.
You did what?
I had to kill the bear to become the bear.
I can see.
I got XP for that.
The taxidermist who made it said it was his vision beast. He said he met his vision beast while high on desiccants. He called it Megatherian.
I kind of love that!
Scary, but
It's kind of cool! It's fucking stupid, but it's... What's a vision beast?
It's an imaginary beast that guides you through life
Oh yeah, okay, that's...
by telling you to do more drugs, mostly.
a wise and noble beast, guiding you toward the land where the streets are paved with drugs.
Well, I do have a vision beast. It is constantly telling me to do drugs. I have no comment on drugs.
Understandable. You shouldn't do them. You're a police officer after all.
Yeah, well, you'd think that.
Anyway, now you know the story of the fallen ice cream empire.
That's a good story.
The temperature has dropped in the cover of the night. You see frost on the windows.
Anything else? Another failed business, perhaps? I've been here for a long time.
I found the building's intercom. It's not working.
Oh, right. I hope you didn't try to ring me.
I probably did.
I think none of those doorbells work, including mine. I'm still in the middle of connecting the wires. Sorry about the confusion.
I saw East Delta Pinball.
Right, it used to be a gaming arcade. This is an ancient failure.
Oh,
before
no!
my time. I'm not surprised, however.
No!
My advice, don't base your business on a fad. Hypnotism, floriography, trick track, especially pinball.
Oh no, pinball's dead! It was a fad! Hey, someone answered when I called Slipstream.
It can't be true. They don't work here anymore. They've been gone for years.
Well, yeah, it was a
Are
recording.
you sure it was Slipstream SEA? Was it a woman? Maybe it was Plaisance from the bookstore.
She said she was from Tricentennial Electrics.
Tricentennial Electrics?
It's from a radio drama, isn't it?
It used to be a major electric company 100 years ago. Are you sure it wasn't just some kids playing a prank on you?
Whatever happened, keep your cool. It's probably better to admit that it was a harmless prank.
No, it was something eerie.
Pranks can be eerie.
That's fair.
Oh, the kids these days. We were just one of them, and now they're terrorizing us. No solidarity.
So the empty name card was yours?
That's right. I haven't even written my name there. As I said, it's quite useless right now. It doesn't work yet.
Oh, I am expecting the overall theme of this game to remain just nihilism. I would actually be somewhat disappointed if this game had a happy ending. Like, bittersweet at best. So, Whirling and Rags, same building complex,
You could
or?
say so. Both houses were built at the same time and under the
Oh, we
East
already
Delta
went over
Commerce
this.
Center project. That explains why you can call the whirling from the intercom, albeit I doubt that anyone responds.
If the whirling is part of the same building, then it's part of the doomed commercial area. The darkness of this place is there, too.
The Slipstream SCA thing might be a recording. I called again later and got exactly the same message.
Why would Slipstream SCA have a 100-year-old recording as their doorbell message? Doesn't make any sense.
It's a historical drama.
I'm still convinced it was nothing more than some elaborate prank.
It could have been that. I have more questions.
Sure, I'm listening.
I have more questions about the intercom.
I'm pretty sure it still doesn't work, but sure. What do you want to know?
I have no more questions.
Sure, I'm listening.
Oh, wait, no, I have other questions.
Good. I hope it clarified things a bit. What else?
Let's dress the part. Shivers up. Shivers up. Alright, let's give it a go.
Oh, it's you again. Are you looking for a die?
Why has your business not failed?
A gust of cold air sweeps through the chimney.
I would have hit
The
that
stones
if I
and
hadn't
minerals
dressed.
on the shelves rattle as though agitated. For a moment, it almost feels as though you're outside the building, exposed to the atmosphere.
It's just a theory, but hear me out. I think I know why your business hasn't failed. Man, I tried so hard to punch the racist. I was trying to escalate to violence. I had an option, and he was like, "Nah, you ain't gonna do it." And then the game made him right, and I'm mad about it.
Didn't we already talk about this?
It's because you're not in the same building as the others. It's not technically the Doom. Oh, I regret this immediately.
What are you talking about? My address is exactly the same. Rue de Saint-Guelain 10.
No, the old coal plant that used to be here was subsumed into the new venture. Its ruins swallowed up. Yet it has a different address in the heart of the city.
No, this used to be a coal plant. You're in a chimney of a different building.
This doesn't make any sense.
You're right.
Are you saying my business was spared because of a technicality? Where is this coming from?
I'm just using logic. I have unusual methods.
And what? Does it mean that I'm safe from failure?
No psychic attacks will reach you here. No one's ever really safe from failure.
She starts laughing, her fingers trying to rub away the exhaustion from her face.
What? What? What?
Do you know what this is?
Is it like a Lucky Charm? It looks lucky.
It's a mourning ring. I made this when my first company failed. It was a small jewelry shop right here in the East Delta Commerce Center, built with the little I inherited from my parents. I drove it into the ground within a year. I didn't have what you would call a viable business plan.
Why are you telling me this?
It wasn't just a jewelry shop either. I always thought that it was just the world that you were supposed to try again and again until you finally succeed. And now you're telling me what? That it was all because I didn't run my little shops and ventures from a dump inside an abandoned chimney?
Don't call it a dump. It's nice and cozy. I like it.
Yeah. Or maybe it's the entire world that's cursed. It's such a precarious place. Nothing ever works out the way you want it. That's why people like role-playing games. You can be whoever you want to be, you can try again. Still, there is something inherently violent even about dice rolls. It's like every time you cast a die, something disappears. Some alternative ending or an entirely different world.
I'd not really applied the multiverse theory to dice rolls, but there's something there.
But anyway, thanks for sharing your theories, officer.
Yo, listen. This conversation has been dope as fuck. Thank you for it. Right, so the precarious world. Part of this game is victory. All red checks fail for 4 hours, temporarily. The absence of defeat on all fronts. Victory in business ventures and creative undertakings. Victory in love and over other people. Political victory. Ideological victory. Hell, even sexual victory. Definitely a lot of object-based victories, too. Having things and not losing them. One problem, though. Not a lot of victors in sight. Everyone's mostly losing. Why is that, and how do you not lose? I want this. Because here's the thing. The temporary research bonus, all red checks fail. Alright, so I just won't do red checks for now. That's fine. For the next 4 hours. It's getting to be nighttime anyway. No big deal. If that's the temporary research bonus, what's the payoff? Like usually there's like a penalty while you're internalizing the thought. And then there's a payoff to it afterwards. Like, I want to know what's on the other end of that rainbow. Yeah, it's getting to be relatively late already. In game and in stream terms. Oh, I had to actually point at the door. That's weird. I didn't order a die because she just gave me one. But I suppose I could look at it. Wait. Two 20-sided die have the colors of a police alarm, bloodstone for red, and lapis lazuli for blue. If you roll them and squint your eyes, it looks like you're arriving on the scene. And it's raining. Look at the map tab in the journal, see which white checks have opened. What do you mean? I don't... What do you mean, what ones have opened? Is that just a general... Is that a general tutorial message? Or is that, like, something unique to having those... dice? These are actually annoying me. Yeah, these are found white checks. Those on white are available. Try now. And most of these I have skipped on purpose because I know I'm not going to get them. Oh, I could try that again, actually. These are probably going to be next time things. I'm probably going to report to PlaySense and call it a night because it's getting a little late.
What have you found? And also, do buy the books. There may be teachings in them.
I talked to... Hang on. I didn't talk to shit yet. Okay.
What have you
now
found?
I talked to the entity.
And also,
her name
do
is
buy the
Neha and
books.
she's a
There
novelty
may be
dice maker.
Novelty dice maker? Well, spit it out. Why does she need the dice? For some kind of sorcery? Sometimes they use the ankle bones of sheep.
Not in like 4,000 years they haven't. She's not a sorceress or a malicious entity. She's a businesswoman like you.
I don't understand. If it's not her, then where is the source of the doom? How did she explain the curse?
A series of bad business decisions.
Before you say anything, ask yourself, is the woman really able to withstand the truth?
And then ask yourself again, do you give a shit?
She's squeezing on the pendant too tight. A drop of blood in her palm. Just don't say you don't have any answer yet. The uncertainty is killing her.
It's just capitalism. Bankruptcy is a quirk of our economic system.
Wait, what? The entire economic system is cursed?
Yes. That's not what I said. But that's what you heard, and you're more right than I was.
This woman's not healthy enough to withstand this level of stress.
I'm afraid only World Revolution can help you.
Another revolution?
Hey, I don't make the rules.
I understand what's going on here. You went in there, rummaged around, and accomplished nothing. And now you're telling me these intellectual things to cover up for it.
Yeah, give me a second to read through that, actually. Oh, okay. Yeah, being that all of the checks are dice-based, I had a suspicion that having the particular novelty dice would, like, affect rolls in some way. I just didn't know exactly how.
It's okay. You don't have to. I was wrong to trust another person. I will manage this psychic calamity as I always have. Alone. On my own.
Maybe you were wrong. She's endured for at least 4 decades in this world.
Through sheer denial.
Thank you for nothing. Please, do buy some books, or be on your way.
Anger and loneliness keep this woman moving through the waking hours. Your little words are no match for it.
I tried.
The shop around you feels ancient suddenly, damp and saturated by the coastal air. The books are rotting. A great cold lives here, and there, too. 1,200 meters away, on the urban coast, the dark shape of a church is reflected on the water, calling.
Farewell for now, book peddler. You're welcome for nothing, by the way. You have been looking at books for 12 hours.
The woman before you.
Enjoy yourself. Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People. That's the name of the bookstore. I'm running us out someplace to leave the stream. You know, PlaySense was like up my ass when I was like skimming the front cover of a book. Just because I like for nothing more than just like scanning over the like looking at too many of them without buying. Yeah, that lady out there is halfway through a trilogy at this point. And she's just standing inside like, what about the curse, though? Hang on a second. Pry bar? Maybe? Pry bar? No. I think I'm like 45 minutes early.
This door is made of metal and appears to be.
Well, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do the really creepy thing. And just, like, hang out outside the door till he gets back.